is that time we are gonna flip over April's calendar into May, and we're gonna create our May budget. I'm gonna keep this because I did make some notes on things I have to still do. So I'm gonna put that off to the side, and we are gonna jump right into working on the May budget. I checked over all my April bills to make sure they were paid. The last paycheck of April goes to pay the first couple weeks of May's bills. And so all of these have been paid except for these two, Barclays and Centerpoint. This, I think, is an auto payment, but Barclays, I need to unstuff. So we're gonna do that today too. We're gonna unstuff a couple things so I can pay that bill and the Costco card. But first, let's go ahead and just talk about my May budget. I like to do this every month, and I have pre-filled all the items so that I can make it a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. But these are the items that I have for my budget every single month. What I do is I write out the goal of how much I would like to save or pay or put into the envelopes, and then we match it up with what my actual paycheck is. So I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit so you can see this better. Okay, cool. So I like to use the previous months as a guide, and I've got a lot of notes and stuff on here. So I'm going to kind of just put this off to the side so that I can see it and be reminded of either what my budget was for last month, but also like where I ended up last month. Because for example, with the tax savings, I had budgeted $530, but I actually only paid $450. No, $450. But I think I'm going to do $500 for May. So this is a good thing for me to keep in mind. Okay. So 2 categories. One is take out cash and one is leave in bank. And the leave in bank is things that are either being transferred to my sinking funds that are in the high yield savings account, or they're being paid bills like that are going to be soon. Take out cash is obviously things I'm going to cash stuff. Most of these are either short-term. Well, all of them are either short-term or long-term. I'm kind of scanning through. It's a good mix of short and long-term. So let's just get right into it. Canva is going to get $10. I actually paid this. So we're going to see this on my next credit card, my Southwest credit card. That's going to close May 5th. So after May 5th, then I'll get the bill and I can go through and itemize and do the accountability checklist for it. Gutters are going to get 20. Terminex is pest control, that gets 40. Holidays are going to get 100. And vacation is going to get 40. Breaks, there are, oops, I skipped over birthdays. Birthdays are going to get 40 also. That seems like a lot. Breaks are going to get 60, so that's 20 each. Car and hot tub both get 50. I actually almost have this memorized. Gas gets 140, and that is for the month. So these are all, remember, these are all for the month. Amazon gets $100. I did actually just spend like $60, I think, yesterday on Amazon. So good thing I got that budgeted. All right, prescriptions are gonna get 100 as well. And my husband's gonna get $420 for his month of gas and haircuts. All right, things we leave in the bank that we budget for, $1,500 for the Southwest bill that pays many of our bills on auto pay, as well as, well, what else goes on there? Things that I probably shouldn't be putting on there. Like yesterday, I got takeout for dinner and I put it on my credit card. So things like that, I'm really working on pulling that back. But those are sometimes also on the credit card. Loan for school is getting $836. Centerpoint is getting $76. The wastewater bill is getting $75. Autosave is getting $160. My daughter gets $100 budgeted for cash. That's probably going to go into the college binder. And then tax savings, as I mentioned here, I have budgeted ultimately $530 a month, but I've been paying a little bit less because we have a buffer in there right now in that account. We have bills. We have not bills. We have, my husband is self-employed, so we have money for like, I don't even know what it's for, honestly. It's just not my deal, but it comes out weekly. And so this is the total of what I have to save in there every pay period to equal 2 weeks, 530. But because of the buffer, I've done less. We'll do 500 for May though. And that should be plenty. And then Costco bill is gonna be, we're gonna save 100 for this, but I go back and forth between pulling it out in cash or saving it in the bank. And I don't know, we'll just leave in the bank for right now. Okay, what else? Lawn care is what I've been forgetting to put in here. So I don't even have room. I added it down here. Perfect, okay. The only other thing I've been thinking about is, I know there's 2 categories I thought of this weekend that I wanted to add to the taking out in cash. I want to add dining out because clearly I'm doing it at least once a month, if not twice. So I probably should start budgeting for that. But there was another one and I can't remember what it is. So let's add that to the bottom part. I'm going to add dining out as a cash envelope. And I'll just have to get one. Okay. All right, so we flip over and get to the second side here. So challenges, which is savings. I budget 60. The Barclay card has been 800, but then I dropped it to 600. So I have 600, should have 600 in there now. Groceries are getting 400, which is $100 per week. Chewy/cat food, I'm gonna do /cat food, is 100. Nails cost 80. Tips we're doing 5. Vet and college each get 100. Home warranty gets 10. Costco gets 50, so I've put it into 2 places. And that's because I can't put all of it into 1 month. This is literally the only bill that I split between paychecks for the month. I know that, like, for example, people who pay their mortgage or their rent will often take half of it out of their first paycheck and then half of it out of their second paycheck. That's not how I do it. I just do it the full bill out of each check, except for Costco. This is the only one that I have to split. And I don't always spend that much, but sometimes I do. Like one shopping trip could be 150, but I like to put it on the Costco card to get the points and whatever. All right. And then, so that's it. Oh, lawn is gonna get, what did I budget for lawn? Lawn, I think I was thinking 50. Oh, and then I wrote increase. So let's just do 100 for lawn. I haven't received my first bill yet, so I don't know how much they're charging me this year. Let's do this. I want to say it's 38 a mow, and they're mowing every week. It's 152. Oh, okay. We're gonna budget 100. I do have some buffer from last year in there. I think that'll be all right. And then dining out, I'd like to budget 100 for that as well, but we'll have to see. I will probably need to adjust this when we get the actual paychecks. Okay. Moving over to the leaving in the bank, we're gonna leave the mortgage in the bank. That's $1,320. Escrow payment is $600, and that's really just saving for property tax and homeowners insurance. Verizon is $215. Medical is $400. And the tax, again, we're gonna try $500 and see how that goes. Okay, let's add these up, see where we land. So we have 10. Let's move this down a little bit. Plus 20 plus 40 plus 100 plus 40 plus 40 plus 60 plus 50 plus 50 plus 140 plus 100 plus 100 plus 420, and that is 1770. Nope, it's 1170. All right, and then we've got Southwest card at 1500 plus 836 plus 76 plus 75 plus 160 plus 100 plus 50. Nope, 500 plus 100. And that is 3347. Okay. If we add these up, we should be fine. That should be just about what our paychecks are for the first part of the month. Let's see though what happens for the second part of the month. This is where things can sometimes go a little off the rails. So we have 60 plus 800 plus 400 plus 100 plus 80 plus 5 plus 100 plus 100 plus 10 plus 50 plus, we'll just do 200, and that's 1905. Actually, I'm going to make this 10 only because I don't like the 5. So that's 1910. So that's more than last month because we've added a few things. And then the mortgage side is going to get 1320, oops, plus 600 plus 215 plus 400 plus 500, and that is 3,035. And if we add that to this side, 1910, we get 4,945. So that one is going to be over. I'm pretty sure that's going to be over. Now, I do have some side hustles. We'll see if we can supplement with the side hustles, or paychecks are sometimes more than we expect them to be. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see how that turns out. But that is the second half of the month, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. I also still have that $60 buffer in cash that I put into my, I think it's my green binder. So that could be useful in this case. All right, I am going to zoom you out again back to where we were a little bit. So we're done with this and we're done with this. I can put this into recycling, and this we're going to move off to the side because right now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little unstuffing to pay some bills. So I made myself a sticky note here of what I need to unstuff to make this easier. I don't know which binder these are in. Actually, I should know because it depends on how I stuff it. So I think we're going to start in the green binder. So we're going to do Barclays first, and that bill requires 500. And so we're going to just find how much we have in here. Oh, this is the one. I have like a lot of money in here, and I'm not entirely sure why. I know I've paid the bills. I might not have paid myself back, though. That could be the problem. Anyway, we're going to take 500 out of here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I also know that my spending for the Amazon card is going to need a little assist from probably this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a sticky note here for Barclays, because when I put these in the bank, I like to do them in separate transactions. Not always, but sometimes. So I know what they're for. Because over here, I've got money for Southwest. When I unstuffed a little bit and some things as they've come along during the month. So I had pizza one time, and I'm not even sure what these 200s are for, but I knew that I spent it, so I immediately put it into here. So we're saving that one off to the side. For now, we've got Barclays here for 100. Actually, I think I'll do a little paper clip as well. Then we're gonna need to unstuff Cat and Costco and gas and Amazon. So let's see if it's in here. Here's cat supplies. This needs 150. We have 140. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, wait. Look at this. We have 160. Woohoo! Okay, so we need 2 10s. Which means I think I'm going to have to look in my little binder of change. It's kind of my month ahead binder. We'll take a 20 from this, put it in here, and we'll make ourselves some change. Keep this handy just in case we need to do that again. So I can put the 10 here and put this 10 back in here. So this is 150 for cat supplies. This is actually going to go to the Southwest card. So I'm going to make a note here, cat, and we're going to add it to this. Okay, so we got this one, we got this one. See, that was my note right there. It goes to Southwest. Okay, moving on, we're looking for Costco. Here we go. This should be 165, and this is Costco, like food and supplies and supplements and medicines and whatever that I bought protein shakes for us for the last month. So that's 165. So we need 150, 60, 70. I might just do 170, to be honest, because I know, well, we'll see where the gas lands. I might need to pull some out, but 170. 170. Okay. So we did that one. And then let's go find the gas. Nails, tips, pet, college, home warranty. Okay, so we're moving into the other binder. The first one for the month, which is the lavender. Canva will come once I get the bill on my Southwest. Holidays, vacation, all the breaks. There we go. Gas needs 90. Oh, we've got plenty in here. Okay, so we'll just take out 100. That goes on the Costco bill. So I will do this. And I'll take this, I'll make change so we can put $10 back into Costco. I feel like I might be doing this not the most direct route, but I think that it'll work. So this goes here. We'll put $10 back into gas. And then now in the Costco, we have 250, 260. And I'm gonna just double check my Costco bill. Yep, my Costco bill is $245. So this, but I want to use a little extra buffer because I'm counting some extra fuel, some gas. So this is perfect. And, oops, what did I just say? 1, 2, 260. All right, so I want to make sure that I change this to 260. Okay. And the last one to unstuff should be Amazon. There we go. I paid 102 on my Amazon card, but I only have 100 and that's fine. I'm not going to worry too much about that. I can use, I already paid it. So I used the money that's in my checking account and I have a $2 buffer. So that's great. That's perfect. So I think we can deposit all of these and pay all of these bills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 500. I'll write these into my check register and we're good to go. So that is how I unstuff when I need to pay bills. And we'll do the same when we get our Southwest, well, my Southwest bill, because I know that there's going to be things that I have to unstuff, like the cat, but we've already done some of it, so it shouldn't be too long. Perfect. Okay, so that can also go in the recycling. I think that's it. I think we're done. So this was my May budget. Looking at my calendar, I just do like to do one quick check over to make sure that the last April paycheck has paid all of the bills that come up until the next paycheck, which will be May 9th. So as we can see here, I paid the mortgage, I paid the Southwest card from the prior month, I paid Verizon, I paid Amazon. Actually, I didn't pay 77, I paid 102. Barclays was not paid yet, but it will be. And then Centerpoint, I'm not sure what's going on with Centerpoint. I think I just got that bill and I think it's not due until the 16th. So, or the 19th. I'm gonna have to write a note to check Centerpoint. But I know I just got, actually it was an email. Centerpoint due date, okay. And property tax is due in May. I have already paid that as well. That came out of my long-term sinking funds. When I say escrow on here, this, where'd it go? Escrow here, 600. This goes partly to pay or to save for my property tax, which was here, 2,700, and partly to pay my homeowner's insurance, which is paid, I think I do that annually. So maybe twice a year. Pretty sure it's annual. So we're doing good. I've got plenty of money saved for these longer term bills that come up, which to me is super important because if I had received a $2,700 bill with not having saved anything, I'd be absolutely up a creek. But thank goodness for my sinking funds and long-term high yield savings account. I can do a walkthrough on that if anyone is interested to hear and to see how I do my long-term sinking funds in my Ally account. High yield, let me know if you're interested in that. Okay, that's it for this. Thanks so much, friends, for being here. I would love to have you subscribe if you're new, and feel free to like this video to let me know that you watched, and I will see you in the next one.